All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold-out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Baltimore Ravens. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game.
We play to win. Let's go!
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
Baltimore, first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Watch the run, watch the run.
They'll run the jet sweep with Brown, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 38-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
No gain on the play.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
So after the penalty, here's 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, Love. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Yellow. Go on, Eddie. 6 man. Hey, 57, 57.
Big ass.
Hey, 43.
Check 13. Check 13. He's coming. We got top row.
Fire, 64, weak. Nice hit.
It'll be Love to try and get the first. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Check it back. Motion. 48, Mike. 48.
15.
Let him know. Check. Lucky. Check.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
Yellow.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even...
Yellow.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Check.
Attack.
Check. Hey, switch gears.
Attack.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Strong right.
Yellow.
Hey, we got... Watch safety creeping.
Select.
Hey, check 24. Watch the shift.
They go back to the ground with Williams. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
He's coming. Come on. Switch. Slam. Watch twins.
Yellow.
Check 3.
throwing is Mahomes on third. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now fourth down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
Let's go. Let's do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He was trying to go back to Hollywood there, and it's 3rd down.
The 22-yard line.
Mike, come on, baby. What you got? Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Go. You ready? You ready? Check.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Yellow. 180.
Hey, defense, let's go. 36.
15.
That's mine. I got it. Switch. Alert flare.
Hey, 57 color.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there.
Where's that? At 57.
48 right now. Let's go. No game on this defense. No game. Wide. Get wide. Rush in. Check 3.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And an alley to run. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Fight on these two. There's a line.
Heavy on the edges. Check 15. Check safety. Out.
Hey, ripple in.
Motion. Check hot route. Check 9.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Back. No. Check 24, check 99.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation.
Hey, you got three. Three down. Pick the edge. Come.
15. 15.
37, check 37.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes forced out to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
That's complete, right around the 8. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. Going to give it to Love. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
You gonna see me and you like me. Shoot.
Hey, Sunday. Hey, yo, go.
Come this way. Here we go.
Yellow.
Watch the twist. Echo.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position.
Jim.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Give me that ball.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Jackson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Running right, this is Ingram. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Down. Pittsburgh. 50. Check back 50. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. You got motion there.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Jackson now. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From the 36, Mahomes. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Check 52.
Yellow. 15.
Check. 40's Mike. 40's the Mike. 40's the Mike. Hey, here we go.
Mahomes now on first down. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
Stop. Go.
A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. Mahomes firing complete. Showed the nice footwork and then hit and dropped shy of the 45. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down.
Where's it? Hero 15.
Check down.
Attack.
Check.
Yellow.
Recon, 132 flight. Under 10. 10. Tighten up.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Here's Jackson to throw. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 68 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10. At their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
Throwing is Jackson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw again, Jackson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. As the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Let's go. 15.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
40's Mike right there. 40's Mike.
Watch the slant. Yeah, check. Hey, Mike. Hey, no, let's switch the mic right here. We'll go Mike 40. Hey, we got to get to the ball, team.
Now here's Mahomes. Throw right side, complete to Williams. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and just like that, it's third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Chiefs on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8.
Attack. Slant.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Going deep here for Watkins. That's caught inside the 20. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
A gain of 37 yards. And a first down, Chiefs.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
40, Mike 40. All day, just like that. Just like that. Switch.
Easy. Hey, 43.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Kill. Easy. Crunch. Yellow.
3. Motion. 40's the Mike. Alpha.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Hey, Sunday.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And it's second down.
Brings up second down and 15 yards to go.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Hey, tighten down. There you go. Hey, yo, go.
C6.
And again, it's Mahomes. And it'll be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Mahomes to throw. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. 7 yards there and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
First down, Kansas City.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Mahomes on target here to Hardman. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
And a first down, Chiefs.
Yellow.
Mahomes now on first down. Caught left side, Williams. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
I got 15.
Now it's Mahomes again. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he loses the football a second time.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And this one is right down the middle. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Now Jackson. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. This defense tried to do its part. Active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson. Found his target. It's Anderson. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Robbie Anderson, 72 yards as the Ravens push further out in front.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check.
Right. 40's a mark. On the ball. I don't need to.
Now Mahomes. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Check, go get him.
Yellow. Hey, watch it.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. Man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll be marked down all the way inside the KC 10. A big pickup of 38.
Complete to Marquise Brown. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run here with Ingram. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
I'm coming after you. 50, Mike, 50. Watch the screen.
Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews there to make the grab as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker now to add the point after. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Yellow.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Final minute now of the third quarter.
Let's go. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes looking sideline, and that's caught by Watkins. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 15 yards on the play. First down.
15. First down, Kansas City.
Yellow.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. On the crossing route, complete. That's Hill. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Jackson throwing again. And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the 9-yard line.
And again, it's Ingram. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it's 4th down. Tucker's kick is good. And that'll extend this lead now up to 25. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where they'll start at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They go play fake. Mahomes. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Line!
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Hey, 15.
Mahomes now on first down. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Throwing now is Mahomes. Going to throw deep for the end. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But yeah, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is, and I'm glad that you went in that direction because otherwise we're going to have to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams, they've put it all together. And I got to tell you, I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Jackson. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Darren Lee in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
I'm going to come back to you.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. They go screen. This is Ingram. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. Here's Sam Cook now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Here's Hill on the return. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. On the NFL scoreboard, 4th quarter now at Soldier Field. And the Cardinals scoring again. They've got that one in cruise control. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's caught left side by Hardman. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Here a throw taken in by Watkins. A gain of 6 there on first. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Completes it to Hardman. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. That's complete, right around the 8. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal?
Let's go.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
The Ravens take over
Get ready,
first
get
and
ready,
10
get ready.
at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
Crunch time, defense.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Being chased out left. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Jackson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. They got his man complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 39. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Jackson throwing on target to Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Pass from Jackson complete to Ingram. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The Ravens on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And Jackson throwing once more. Flush to his right. He's got his man. It's Andrews. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. First down. It's Ingram, and this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 23-yard run as the Ravens push further out in front.
That touchdown allows you to start grinning widely. Lock this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And they're going to stop him short of the 20 with a penalty flag down. Well, what's the call here?
Let's go.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the face mask certainly helps things as they'll start up past the 30 on first down. This is Love. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. And a disappointing way to close out the season. He got into the playoffs, but